Hey guys, John Conley here from UncleJohnSoap.com. So, Bill Moss got a razor, Ball Tech, and his has an old school modification done to it. So, on this side you can see the safety bar fully intact, and this side, not so much. Evidently, there was a time when the guys would cut one of the safety bars off to allow for a more aggressive exposure on the blade. Bill isn't quite ready to try it yet, so I'm going to give it a shot. He mailed it to me because what the heck, if I cut myself, I can cover it. So, I'm going to use a Dorco blade. No special reason. I like Dorcos okay. It's mostly what I have right now at home. I don't keep a huge stock of blades at home because I only shave occasionally. So, get our razor loaded up here. It definitely looks scary from the bottom. Yeah, it's kind of aggressive looking. Make sure everything's lined up nice. Okay, so the razor's loaded. Gonna use 1803 again. I don't know, I like the scent, like the performance. I have other stuff in the closet to try out, but so let's get ready here. Little bloom water. I don't bloom my soaps a lot, but today I felt like it. Sorry my camera angle is a little weird. Using gaffer's tape to keep it up on the mirror. Using my horsehair brush here. So yeah, so Bill was kind enough to mail this razor over to me to try out. Why not? I'm up for a challenge. For me, I don't think it'll be any worse than straight razor shaving. Actually, I think it'll be easier because of the way the handle configuration is. Bill says, blades back in the day used to be thicker, a little more rigid, like a straight razor would be, but the thin blades might have a little too much flex, but I think once it's pinched into the head of the razor, I think it'll be just fine for me. So, yeah, don't need much up here. We'll go ahead and do the face first and see what happens. I'm glad I'm not doing this live. So, you can see safety, no bar. Okay, no bar. I'm not going to look at you guys because I need to concentrate just to make sure. Okay, I can definitely feel a little difference because I'm used to feeling the safety bar against my skin at the same time as the edge of the head, the blade, and the safety bar kind of all at once. Not really using any pressure, just enough to keep it on my face. Alright, first thing I notice immediately, that thing rinses quick, and you can see, I haven't shaved in like 2 weeks. So it rinses really nice. It does not get snagged up in the hair. It doesn't collect up a bunch of hair. No matter what, with a safety razor like this, if you go sideways at all, you're going to cut yourself. It's going to bite you. This one maybe a little more so than normal, but I don't know. As long as you're paying attention to the angle and not sliding it sideways across your face to begin with. So far so good. Alright. Get a little hot water up here. A little more lather. I'll shut this off, save a little water. Actually, I think I need a little water. I really like this horsehair knot. It could use a little more backbone. Unfortunately, in this particular handle, I couldn't set the loft any lower because of the way the handle was designed. It's molded plastic. It's like a reproduction type handle, but it's one I've had for a while, so there's no sense in tossing it out if I had a knot to put in it. So you can see, I haven't shaved in 2 weeks, and she's looking pretty rough under here. I have a feeling that blade is just going to sail right through this. So again, non-safety bar side, right to the neck. Not pushing down, minimal pressure. Okay, I gotta say, I'm a fan of how it rinses out, considering now I'm gonna go down. I don't know if you can see that I have it facing the right way, or the way that this experiment called for. As long as I keep that angle right, it feels fine. I can definitely feel when I tip a little off, and I didn't do any kind of crazy prep work or anything. I walked up here, wet my face a little bit before I turned the camera on, and then did some bloom water right after I turned the camera on. So I mean, you're basically seeing it. Alright, so rinse that. Lather up the other side. I'm happy so far. In fact, Bill, if you want to sell this razor, might be inclined to buy it from you. I don't know what your collection's like. If it's something you've been seeking, ball ends aren't real rare, but it depends on where you live too. I know that some areas are more prone to have them in the secondhand stores and things like that than others. Alright. Alright, see? I guess you can see that. Yeah, you can see the printing on the blade. So, I can see this if you're going to either only, steaming up the place. If you're only going to shave once in a while, it's good for that. You don't have to trim the hair down with clippers in order to get it to shave without clogging. This essentially feels like, I'll tell you what it feels like. It's not that much different than a Rolls razor, except that there's more feedback because the blade is a little more flexible, is what I'm kind of feeling right now. You can definitely hear the feedback better. I don't know, man. Kind of enjoying it. Now, preliminary, one pass all the way around. Did fine up here. I always get my neck, and I don't care if it's safety bar or not. you can see where I scraped a little hard here, a little bit here, and right here, and right here. And that's not cuts. Hold on, let me. And I've done this with all of my razors because there's two problems. One, I don't shave very often, so my skin, you know, part of it's technique, part of it's my skin's not used to being shaved, you name it. But that safety bar made no difference to me, or the lack of a safety bar. You can see I'm a little raw right here and these two spots. And it looks worse than it is. It's just irritated. And usually I don't do two passes with any razor. So what I'm going to do is, usually if I lather back up again, it helps kind of clean out those areas that I got raw with. Again, sorry about the camera, guys. It's weird. I don't have a normal vanity, an old pedestal sink, and my medicine cabinet sticks off the wall about 3 inches. Let's see. You're going for a ride. Allen block. And my neck's going to look angry for about the next, I don't know, half hour or so. Good little burn there. I get it every time I shave, especially my neck. Yep, hang on, another ride. Little Dr. John's 1803 splash. That's gonna hurt. I already know it is because it always does. Like I said, I tend to be a little aggressive with my razors no matter what. Doesn't matter the blade, the style. That's just me being a little rough. Well, so you can see where I rubbed it a little raw there, but no cuts. I can't believe how bad that looks on camera, because in person it just looks like sunburn. But about an hour, it'll look fine. It always does. Alright, Bill. Well, I don't know if that gives you any of the answers you were looking for. It basically feels like a really thin straight razor. I did not feel any flex in the blade. It is definitely more aggressive. Well, I mean, I guess it could be all in my mind. It could be part of the razor, but to me it feels more aggressive. But again, part of that's the way I shave too. I don't know if you've ever watched my other shave videos. I've made my neck raw doing those videos too. It's just, I don't know. It's just me. I guess I just don't do it right. But there you go. Still alive. No bloodletting other than those just little minor stuff. And I won't shave again for another week and a half, 2 weeks. So no big deal. Alright guys. Have fun. See ya.